Now we have the conclusion stuff. But even after saying it was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in on itself or anything. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers did turn off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School. Epilogue. 98.1%. If I'm right, there's 2 or 3 left now. Oh, snap. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure, but in the end... Oh gosh, do I have to talk to everyone? No? Okay. We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point, we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence. Makoto, would you do the honors? Oh, okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko, and in the end, she dropped it before us. But is that really it? I can use my next wins to bring them down enough. You could, because you still have 2 chapters left. Is that really the key to this door? Blah, 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 blah. You don't have to read into what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
In other words,
I will force you out. She said that just before dropping that. It makes sense that it would be our way out of here.
But...
Watch, it doesn't even open the door. But you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's going to make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive.
It's true.
You may be right about that. Maybe?
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. Yeah, I guess that's true. There's nothing to worry about. If something ever happened to Master, I'd take my scissors and jam him so far. Whoa. Achoo! Dang it, there goes our line of defense. Huh? Hey, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? Then that means me and Master can get married? Sure. And then he'll give me a little jewel of a baby? Maybe, I don't know. That's a discussion to have with him.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be a greater horror than anything I've encountered so far. Well, you do need to rebuild your family, Byakuya. Anyway, don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
But...
It's what happens after we get out that I'm worried about. But you know, in the end, I think part of me still thinks...
serious?
Maybe when we get out of here, we'll see that everything she said about the world was a lie. That on the other side of this door is a world as peaceful as we remember. I hope so. A lie. Peaceful as we remember. Well, no matter what it looks like, it's still our world. It's where we're meant to live. Yeah, I guess so. And how do I put this? Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there also has to be lots of hope, right?
In other words,
the act of searching for hope, to try and find it, that by itself is the true meaning of hope. As long as you have that hope, you can keep moving forward, no matter what trouble you may fall into.
Am I wrong?
Is that what you mean, Makoto? Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. I don't need any of you to spell that out for me. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty. I'll go with you. I'll follow you anywhere you want to go.
You got it.
Well, my first stop is going to be the closest donut shop. I can figure out the rest from there. Someone might need to break it out to Hina that there might not be a donut shop that's open. That's just the gut feeling that I'm getting.
Hey.
And what are you going to do if there are no more donut shops? Or donuts?
Okay.
I'll just get some flour and make some myself. And if there's no flour, I'll just grow some wheat. You know what? That's a good attitude to have. Oh, I get it now. If there's no road, you just gotta build one. Creation. Fate is telling me to remake the world.
Could it be...
That's my hope.
How about that?
I've reached the next stage. The next chapter of Yasuhiro Gakure's life story is about to begin.
Whoa!
Thanks, Hina. You've totally opened my eyes. Hey, personal space, buddy. You're seriously creeping me out.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. If everyone in the world, outside world is gone, even if the world is steeped in despair, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. If we can get out of there and do something, I have something... Whoa, wow, hang on. That sentence did not come out right. If we can get out of there and do something, have some sort of impact, but what can we do? There's so few of us and we're so small, so what can we do? Well, our victory was broadcast everywhere, right? She didn't cut the broadcast, right? No, we can probably do anything. Yeah, we can do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. And goodbye to Sakura. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You're gonna do it for free, right?
You know how much I hate being annoyed, but if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
That's actually pretty nice of you, Byakuya.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me. And the others, I guess.
And the others, I guess. You guys will all be supporting staff, or supporting cast.
I can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
We graduated! A whole 2 years of high school. Boop. Looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up, I have to push even harder. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. Boop. The door began to open. With my hands, with our hands, hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. Do we get to see what's outside? I don't know if we get to see what's outside. Blinding light. Some kind of dimensional portal. An explosion. Don't leave me in suspense like this. Credits? Yep, credits. Of course. Are the credits written in Comic Sans? Okay, I don't know if there's anything after the credits. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, the end is just the doors opening and it's kind of left to the player to decide whether it's a good or bad thing, kind of like the end of Zero Time Dilemma, where you kind of decide if you shoot the guy or not. But yeah, I can show off my costume, whatever shows up on screen anyways. Okay, so I have my wig, which is actually like just like a regular short wig that I had cut with the two clippy ponytails. The earpieces, I had sewed them together and they're kind of clipped in. My bow, which we had altered last time. Well, we tried to alter it last time, but I couldn't find my seam ripper. Anyways, I found my seam ripper and I adjusted it. Before it was a lot bigger. My tie, which I want to be a lot longer. This didn't come out as long as I wanted it to. I also want to re-embroider the red circle because it's too thin in my opinion, so I want to work on that a bit more. The jacket I made from scratch, and I added the buttons and these little white zigzags on the front and side here. And the skirt is actually a recycled skirt. I used the skirt from my Maka Albarn cosplay, so that is actually recycled. And if I were to make it again, I would make the black lines a little closer together and maybe make it a little bit shorter if I have the confidence to do so. And then there's the boots that I can't really see on camera, but they're like really long boots with red laces. It took me about, I want to say a couple months to put it all together, but there's some things that I want to tweak, like making the hair accessories for the multiple personalities. The tie I want to remake. The shirt I kind of want to alter because it doesn't go short enough, or yeah, it doesn't go down short enough. And the collar doesn't stay where I want it to, so I'm thinking of like pinning it in place so that it's always in the same place every time I wear it. Yeah, that was the surprise. I hope you guys enjoyed the surprise. I was so excited that we were playing Danganronpa just to wear this on stream, just to give myself an excuse to cosplay. And then Monokuma I bought because I do not have. I'm not a good enough seamstress to pull this off. He's beautiful. I think I got him off Amazon. And he's squishy. Is there anything after the credits? Yes. ...
Interesting.
Who's talking right now?
Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear.
Well, no, you're not a teddy bear. You said you're a Monokuma.
I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Who's making you talk right now? Dun dun dun.